Sample preparation, filtration. HPLC samples must be filtered before use. This prevents any unwanted particles other than the analyte from entering the HPLC system. It is usual to filter through a 0.2 or 0.45 micron filter. If a sample is not filtered, other peaks can appear in the chromatogram and potentially interfere with either analyte identification or quantification. Degassing apparatus setup. The setup of the degassing apparatus is shown on screen. You must handle this equipment carefully, as it is very delicate. The procedure is as follows. Disassemble the apparatus and lay the parts out. Place the funnel base and stopper into the side arm flask. Now remove the membrane covers and place carefully into the center of the funnel base in the allocated area. Place the glass reservoir on top of the membrane and funnel base and clamp in position, ensuring a tight seal is formed. Attach the side arm to the vacuum and switch it on. Slowly add the mobile phase into the glass reservoir and observe the filtration. Some additional points to note are: when filtering the mobile phase, it may be necessary to do this in batches. This is because often the volume of mobile phase required for the analysis is greater than the volume of the flask. It is good practice to filter a small amount of mobile phase into a vessel to rinse it out and also to wet the filter membrane. The filtration apparatus should be disassembled, the initial filtrate disposed of, and the filtration apparatus then reassembled. The injector and needle. Firstly, it is critical that the injector needle is kept clean at all times. If the needle becomes blocked, it may not withdraw the correct volume from the vial during injection. There is also a risk of damage to the instrument. A good way of ensuring the needle is functioning correctly is to inject blanks. A blank is a sample containing just the mobile phase, or else a different solvent. Repeated injections of a blank and observation of the void volume will indicate that the needle is withdrawing correctly and the injection system is operational. Sample volume is an important and controllable parameter in HPLC. It is essential to ensure that if the injector is set to inject, say, 10 microliters, that this is the volume delivered to the column. This can be checked by a process of repeated injection and measuring the response. In other words, multiple injections and measurement of each peak area are produced. If you suspect the injector is not delivering precise volumes, it should be recalibrated by a qualified technician.